Taff en route. Today's away trip is Mansfield, second league game of the season, and we're on a bit of an away winning run at the moment. We've won 2 on the bounce, obviously beating Ipswich in the Carabao Cup in the week, and now Mansfield is a place we don't generally tend to get much from, but when we do, it's always something of high significance, you know, for that season. So a win today could be a good omen. So in the car with us today we got Big Phil, as per usual.
Hello.
And we got Trev, or Terry Moore, as people know him. There we go. So yeah, I got 2 accomplices now to talk about the county with, which is always great.
Lloyd's in the boot.
Lloyd's in the boot. Yeah. Hear that?
Lloyd's in the boot. Yeah,
there he is. There he is. Right then. So there's a big dilemma for me now on who starts the game, considering how good of a performance it was at Ipswich. And obviously with Oldham, some of the starters didn't do too well. It took some substitutes coming on to win the game for us. So I think, yeah, Flinny has got a bit of a selection headache on his hands. What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah, definitely. It's nice that, he's got a good squad to pick from. I know Dolan's injured, but apart from that, yeah, it could be an interesting selection today. If I was picking a side today, I would pick Day, Lewis, Haynes, Demetrio, Ferguson and Clark. Midfield I would go Bennett. I like Bennett. I think he'll fit in there. And Upson.
Yeah.
And probably Mitchell. The foreign guy was in Mitchell. Mitchell, and then I go for Abrahams and Greenies up front.
Alright, so you go for the 2 up front, not the 3.
Two up front, yeah.
Yeah.
So I go for 5-3-2.
So yeah, so I'd imagine, obviously, with it being Mansfield, with them always sort of having a, you know, always having a reasonably decent team because of the budget that they've got.
Yeah.
You know, we would be looking at the possibility that, you know, they'll be on the front foot for the majority of the game, so we're going to need that extra bit of protection in midfield. Yeah, I can definitely go with that then, yeah. And to be honest with you, that'd be pretty much my choice of the starting 11 if that's the sort of thing we're looking at.
Yeah, I think so.
I think if we were at home, we'd look at the 3 up front. I don't think Hilton will figure in the starting line of the day. I think he looked a little bit unfit coming off rather early at Oldham. Yeah. I think Azaz and Nyron Livermore have definitely earned their spots on the bench. I think Nyron Livermore, I think he's got a bloody bright future ahead of him. Amber Army Man of the Match award, Carl gave him the Man of the Match from the Ipswich game. I mean, did you think it's a good thing that we're introducing so many youth players, considering Fliddy's never really been one to bring youth through, but now we got Lewis Collins through the youth as part of the team. Livermore getting his chance. He's promoted Twamley, Hillier, Woodowis again had a great game at Ipswich.
Well,
I mean,
they are in the squad, you know. So I think they should be, you know, brought on with the squad, and you know, and if a chance comes up, you know, play him. At least put him on the bench, and you know, and play him. You know, they in about the squad. And I think they should, you know, should be involved with the squad, you know, definitely.
So Finn Azaz, I mean, are you looking forward to seeing a bit more from him?
I haven't seen him play yet, to be honest with you. So he apparently injured it, isn't he? Or is that right?
I think he went off with a knock, but I don't think it's anything of significance.
Oh, so he is available there.
I'd like to think he will be, yeah.
Oh, it could be interesting, yeah.
I mean, Baker Richardson still isn't available.
Right.
So obviously Lewis Collins will figure at least on the bench if he doesn't start. I mean, I got the feeling Flynn likes him, so I feel Flynn will probably start Collins, possibly ahead of Greenidge. But I do think he'll adopt the 5-3-2 as you've suggested, Terry.
But you figure Collins and Abraham, do you?
I think if we're in need of an attacking shuffle, I feel Wilmot will figure as a winger, because the difference, when Wilmot was playing through the centre in the first half, he was non-existent against Oldham. When he was out on the wing, he was one of our best players. Wilmot 100% has to be a winger, otherwise don't use him.
No, that's fair enough, yeah.
You're not going to use him in the wing, don't use him at all. So the big dilemma, of course, is the goalkeeper. Now, I'd agree with you, Terry, that Joe Day should be the one to start today, regardless of the performance Townsend had, because I feel as though Joe Day is just that extra class above as a goalkeeper from Townsend. Nothing against Townsend, I think he's a fantastic League 2 goalkeeper, and that's where we're spoilt, really, because we got two great goalkeepers to choose from.
We are having two good goalkeepers. It doesn't matter to me whether Joe plays or Townsend. They're two good goalkeepers.
They're both good, yeah. They both good, yeah.
And that's a luxury we got with that, and it's a good luxury.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
I mean, I felt Townsend last season was more of the preferred goalkeeper than King, although unfortunately for him, he fell out of form at the wrong part of the season, and King ended the season as the #1 goalkeeper. But to be honest with you, I think out of the two, I'm glad we kept Townsend over King.
Oh, 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, 100%, definitely.
I mean, obviously King's with Salford. Didn't have a particularly great game against Derby in the week, so there we go. I think we've kept the better of the two. And Joe Day is just, for me, I've said it now a few times, I think we get an extra 5 to 10 points this season just by having Joe Day in goal for the games that he'll play. So, I suppose predictions are the next thing. How do you guys think we're going to get off today?
Well, it's they're our bogey side. I know we've turned them over last year and the year before. They're our bogey side. Well, you can take into consideration that they've got 11 new players in as well, and it takes time to gel. They beat Bristol City on the first game 2-1, and they scored in the 97th minute. They got hammered in the cup at home against, I forget who it was now, but it's a good time to play them. We're exactly the same position, but we're on a run. They obviously won the first game, they lost that cup game, and they're still, as I say, gelling together like us. But I think it's a good time to play them today, and I'm a little bit confident that we're going to get a point or three, and I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
1-1 draw. I think 1-1 draw will take on today.
I'm going to go 2-1 Newport.
1-1 ABM to score.
I'm thinking more towards Phil 2-1, although I'd be happy with a draw today. I mean, if we avoid defeat in the away games and make Roddy Parade a fortress, we're going to be in a very favourable position come the end of the season. Although, you know, end of the day, we've won 2 on the bounce, 1-0 away. Why not think that we can keep another clean sheet and pinch a goal somewhere? I mean, I think if you've got two players who offer two attacking dimensions playing up front, if Greenidge and Abraham play, Abraham is the one who's good with the ball at his feet and got the pace.
I think he must be a must to start today.
Oh, 100%, yeah, because he impressed so much when he came off the bench against Oldham, and he obviously scored that goal. He took it so well to score that goal as well, the cheeky little flick. But I think, you know, you've got two attacking dimensions there, two opportunities, and they're both rather tall, so they can both get their heads on the ball. Greenidge has got the strength, Abraham's got the pace, both of them good with the ball at their feet. Now, I think if Flynn does go with the 5-3-2 or 3-5-2, however you see it, that's the two players who've got to start up front for me today.
And I think Upton should definitely start.
Oh yeah.
And Clark covering for Matty Dolan.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's great news. His injury is not as bad as.
No, he's back next week, I think.
He's even been considered for next week, but you don't need to rush him back.
No, we got.
But that's good. That's good news, because when we spoke to him at Oldham after the game, he was talking 2 or 3 months,
possibly more.
So no, that's another added bonus.
Yeah, well, that's great
looking
news.
Forward to it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just a shame that Courtney Senior couldn't have been the same, because we're looking for choices of attacking dimension. Courtney Senior could have been offering us something really, really good right now. But it's a shame. I mean, but the thing is, losing him isn't going to derail our season before it started. Not like it did a few years back when Lennard John Lewis done his knee in for the season when we played against Buddy Caldicott.
Yeah,
You know,
I remember that.
bloody hell. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of optimism around supporters, and the one thing I wanted to quash, we were talking about this earlier before we started the video, and that was supporters questioning where the goals are going to come from. I mean, we've signed 5 new forwards and we've promoted 2 new forwards from the academy, so that's 7 new forwards into the fold. You're questioning where the goals are going to come from. You haven't even seen any of them play yet.
As supporters, we've got to be realistic. He's put a new team together. You've got to give him time to gel.
Yeah, quite good.
If it means winning 1-0 for the next 4 or 5 weeks, what's wrong with that? And yes, I can understand, but we're not talking about last year now. We're talking about a new team, and give them time, lads, for God's sake.
Yeah,
Of course, you've got to.
absolutely. So on that note, we'll call it time on that. Thanks all for watching. For those going, we'll see you up there. For those not going, hopefully if you find a way of watching the game, that's great. If not, listening in with it'll be Tim Thraves, I'd imagine. And yeah, you're just hoping for a positive result for us to come home with. So thanks all, cheerio for now, and as always, up the county.
Bye!
Hey, up the county.
Bye! Up the board!